Hey Jesus Club Online, what's up? It's Camille, and today I'm going to be reading out of John 8. And so, to start with, Jesus, right, he's in the church, he's in the synagogue, and all of a sudden a bunch of religious people come in and they bring this woman. She's probably like half naked, she's probably just like chilling, right? And all of a sudden they bring this woman in and she's caught in the act of adultery. Basically, she's cheating on her husband, and the religious people come and bring him to Jesus, and they're like, hey Jesus, what do you say about this? I love this because Jesus, he didn't say a thing. They're coming in and they're saying, hey Jesus, this woman did this. Hey Jesus, accusing her, saying, what do you have to say about this? And I love it because Jesus says nothing. And they keep asking him, and he says this. He says, he who is without sin among you, let him throw a stone at her first. He said, hey, if you guys never sinned, if you guys never did anything wrong in your life, then you go ahead and do that thing. And you go ahead and stone her first. And let me tell you, the amount of people that walked out because they knew how bad they were, the sin that they made. And they leave this woman. She's still on the ground. Jesus looks up and he says, woman, where's those accusers of yours? She says, no one, Lord. She said, no one has condemned me. And I love this because Jesus says this, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. So this woman is brought in. Jesus is asked to judge her. And Jesus says, I don't judge you. Go and sin no more. But listen to that. It says, go and sin no more. And I love this because Jesus ends this conversation with her by saying, I am the light of the world. He who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. And let me tell you, Jesus is extending his invitation to you today to no longer walk in the darkness that you may have been walking in. I don't know about you, but I've walked in darkness before. I've dealt with anxiety, I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with insecurity, I've dealt with struggling with pornography. And let me tell you, there are things that you have been in the dark with, but let me tell you, Jesus says this to you. He says, I am the light of the world, and he's extending this invitation to you, saying, would you take my hand? I'll bring you into the light, because you've been walking in darkness. And he says, but I want to bring light into your situation, right? Because the things that you've been crying about, and he says, I want to be there with you. And he says, he who follows me shall not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. And Jesus is extending this invitation to you the way he extended this invitation to this woman. And though you may feel like you went too far, people have even caught you in the act, let me tell you, Jesus is still extending this invitation to you today, saying, I am the light of life. And you may have been in darkness your entire life. He says, but I want you here in the light with me. And so let me tell you, Jesus is not ratting you out. Jesus is not looking down on you for what you've done, but he says, come and follow me. And because of that, you can walk in the light that he has and the plan that he has for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Jesus Club Online, and I'll see you next time. Peace.